Welcome to City Times, your number one place for Manchester City match updates, transfer news, and behind-the-scenes training action. If you love City as much as we do, you're in the right place. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to stay connected with everything happening at the City fans. Let's go, citizens! Can Antoine Semenyo play in the Carabao Cup? Rule change explained ahead of Manchester City. Thai Manchester City and Antoine Semenyo are set to benefit from a change of rules affecting the Carabao Cup semi-finals. Everything you need to know about the rule change which allows Antoine Semenyo to play for Manchester City in the Carabao Cup. Eligibility status. New signing Antoine Semenyo is fully eligible to represent Manchester City in the Carabao Cup semi-final against Newcastle United. While he played for Bournemouth in an earlier round, he is no longer restricted by traditional cup-tied limitations. New rule, a significant update to the English Football League regulations, was introduced for the 2025/26 season. This new rule specifically permits a registered player to represent up to 2 different clubs in the competition within a single campaign. Previous rule. Previously, a player was cup-tied to their original team for the entire tournament once they stepped onto the pitch. Under the current guidelines, players can now transition between clubs during the winter window and continue competing in the cup for their new side. Different rounds. To remain eligible for a second club, the player's appearances must occur in different rounds of the tournament. Semenyo appeared in the second round for Bournemouth in August, meaning his participation in the semi-finals for City is permitted. Semi-final deadline. For a new signing to be eligible for both legs of a semi-final, they must be registered before the first leg takes place. Because Semenyo completed his move on January 9th, 2026, he met the deadline to feature in the first leg on January 13th and the return leg. Reaction to change. This rule change has sparked debate among managers, with Newcastle's Etihad expressing frustration over the timing of the adjustment. However, the update aligns the Carabao Cup with broader FIFA transfer trends, allowing elite clubs more flexibility when recruiting in January. Manchester City can deliver on exciting Pep Guardiola promise at Newcastle. Manchester City head to Newcastle United in the Carabao Cup with eyes on the first domestic trophy of the season. Pep Guardiola believes success in the Carabao Cup could provide a crucial stepping stone for his new-look Manchester City team ahead of Tuesday's semi-final first leg at Newcastle United. City head to the North East on the back of a thumping 10-1 FA Cup third victory over Exeter City, which has gone some way to restoring the feel-good factor after 3 successive Premier League draws saw Arsenal move 6 points clear at the top of the table. The Carabao Cup offers City the chance to claim a domestic trophy, having only lifted the Community Shield last term. The Blues have dramatically reshaped their squad over the past 12 months, and Guardiola has repeatedly stated how he is seeing positive signs from the new group. Beating holders Newcastle over 2 legs and going on to lift the Carabao Cup trophy at Wembley would be tangible evidence of that and potentially provide a springboard for future success, with City still in contention in the league, FA Cup and Champions League, even if Guardiola believes there are more ways to measure his side's growth than silverware. It's not about winning trophies or not, it's about how the team grows up and gets better, he said. Last season, we didn't deserve to win more than 1 trophy because we didn't play good. It's not about that. We are here to make the team play better and the satisfaction to make a good performance for ourselves, our fans, and for 95 minutes. That is the point. The things we can do better, do better. When you are in the process, you can fight for the titles and win it, but after that, less compliments the day after, and 3 days after, it is forgotten. That is how you live this profession. Guardiola knows Newcastle will prove stiff opposition and is expecting a tough test from Eddie Howe's side, who have won 11 of their last 13 games on home soil and beat Bournemouth on penalties to progress in the FA Cup last time out. They've done really well for many years and now they are in the semi-finals again, he said. They are champions. It is an opportunity for a lot of us and especially a lot of new players to reach the final. Since Eddie Howe took over, look how many games won in the last minutes. The pride is there, the crowd pushes. It has always been like that in this stadium, but it is a semi-final, and if we have to play against Arsenal or Chelsea, it would be as difficult. I would say it should not be different. Marc Guehi ready to snub Manchester City as new Liverpool or Arsenal revelation emerges. Crystal Palace captain Marc Guehi has been linked with Arsenal, Liverpool and Manchester City as he enters the final few months of his contract at Selhurst Park. Crystal Palace star Marc Guehi reportedly prefers a move to Arsenal or Liverpool over Manchester City. Guehi almost headed to Anfield last summer before the proposed deal fell through, leaving his future uncertain. The centre-back's contract is set to expire in 2026, and Palace boss Oliver Glasner has conceded that he could depart Selhurst Park this month if a suitable offer comes in. Manchester City, Liverpool and Bayern Munich are all keeping a close eye on the 25-year-old. However, current leaders Arsenal, who extended their lead at the top after a goalless draw with Liverpool on Thursday, have also reportedly thrown their hat into the ring. And The Athletic's Sam Lee has claimed in an interview for the Let Me Talk podcast that City are behind Liverpool and Arsenal in the running for Palace's defender. He said on Monday night, "I was told by somebody who knows what's going on at City, but also I think probably Palace as well." He said he thinks Guehi wants to stay until the summer, and he prefers Liverpool to City in any case. Somebody else messaged me on Twitter X, and I know he's very good on other club stuff. He was like, yeah, he wants to stay until the summer and he prefers Liverpool and Arsenal. I was like, well, I haven't heard Arsenal, but that kind of tallies what I'd been told the night before. It remains to be seen whether or not Arsenal will be willing to make a bid or bide time until the summer, when Guehi's contract expires. However, the Gunners held an interest in Guehi last summer, before deciding to go in a different direction and signed Spain prospect Christian Mosquera from Valencia, while Piero Hincapié also arrived from Bayer Leverkusen. Liverpool had a bid of £35 million plus £5 million in add-ons accepted last summer, but did not get that deal over the line on transfer deadline day, and Palace reportedly know they can get a similar fee in January, with City very keen after losing key defenders Josko Gvardiol and Ruben Dias to injury, while John Stones is also out. Honestly, I don't know what will happen, Glasner